So this Hall of Fame has been a couple years coming now. My wife asked me the other night, she said, well, didn't you do this a couple years ago? I said, yes. We've all lived through COVID. But at our 75th anniversary, we decided it was time, overdue, that we create this Hall of Fame. So a very special thanks to Don Marion, Don Beal, Keith Butts, and Tom Gracious, because they really helped us create this. They helped us create the structure around it. There's a formal application going forward. So this fall, late summer, we're going to open this up for next year's class of inductees. And it's going to be open to anyone that's been part of the association. They can be nominated by anyone. And then we have a selection committee that is made up of our executive committee and any member of the Hall of Fame that's still alive that would like to participate. So we've gone through and we've created all this, and we really intended to do this sooner. But clearly in-person events haven't quite been available like we'd want them to be over the last 12 months. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, right? So thank you all for helping us, trying to find our history. We know we missed people just by the sheer nature of having 75 years of history. So we're hoping that our members that take this selection process to heart in the future, and they really want to nominate people. So we're going to start tonight with two members of our original class, Don and Polly Marion, longtime members of the association. The accolades we went through last year at the 75th anniversary. We're not gonna go back through them again, but we do have an official award for you, and we wanted you to be here for the unveiling. So we welcome you back tonight. If the two of you would come up, please, we would like to give you each. I don't know if we want to call them trophies, but we do have a little something for you each as the part of the original 2019 class. I know Greg and Kevin are going to help them get up here to the front. And then at the very end, when we're all done, when this is unveiled, then we'll do pictures in front of it with each of the recipients. So come on over here. Let's hear it for the Marions, folks.
That's love, isn't it?
And we do have some boxes for you to take those home with. That way you don't have to worry about breaking them.
Heavy, isn't it?
You have a small audience here. You want to say anything?
No. Just appreciate the home builders, what they do for everybody and for their own industry. So, been a good ride.
Yeah, well, and for those of you in the room that don't know, the Home Show Expo was created by Don, so we have a lot to thank him for. A lot of bills been paid over the years, a lot of celebrations have been had, and Polly was named to the National Professional Women in Building Hall of Fame. Am I saying that correctly? A few years ago, fantastic with the former Women's Council, and has done, both of them have done tremendous amounts. So thank you again. We appreciate you joining us tonight to help us unveil, and we're going to actually welcome this year's class in as well while you're here with us. So if you want, you can grab your seats back, and then we'll move on to the next part.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. So since we haven't had official applications for this, we're going to miss some of the accolades and some of the accomplishments. So a couple months ago, our board was meeting and we had some conversations about the 2020 class of our Hall of Fame, and it just so happened that the four recipients of this year's class didn't happen to be at that meeting, so it was a perfect time for us to have a good conversation when they weren't there. But I've kind of compiled some of the things together so that way I don't miss anything. Like I said, without an application, we don't have the resumes in front of us, but the accomplishments of this group are undeniable, and I honestly don't think we'll ever have a class like this again. just some of the awards that have come from this group. Between the local and the State Home Builders Association, 10 times Builder of the Year recipients, 5 times Member of the Year recipients in this group, Presidential Golden Eagle Award winner, a Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Those are both State of Iowa awards. 5 times been named the Al Cummings Award winner for our local association. 5 times Lloyd E. Clark Award winners. If you notice, part of what we're doing today, both sides here, we've got thank you to our partners. We're trying to focus a little bit more on our mission and our values. But instead of hanging our pictures of our awards winners over there, we thought, what a great place to actually be able to focus on the people that give so much to our association. So when I mentioned the Al Cummings and Lloyd Clark, after we do our holiday party in a couple weeks, we'll have those pictures taken as we give those awards out, and that's what'll go here instead of just silhouettes. One last award there, and many more, but the Key Award. Titles that have been held by this year's class of recipients. 6 times Home Builders Association presidents. 3 times Home Builders Association of Iowa presidents. The very first female president of our association ever. Senior Life Director. Life Director. National Committee Chair. NAHB State Rep. NAHB National Area Chair. National Director. Trustee. Graduate Master Builder. Certified Aging in Place Specialist. Certified Green Professional. State Building Code Advisory Council members. And multiple Boards of Appeals members. Contributions. We talk a lot about PAC. We talk about our involvement and our engagement with politics, right? And how important it is to us. How lobbying is a fundamental core piece of what we do and who we are. Capital Club members. Platinum Club members. Gold Key Club members. Almost $250,000 has been given by these 4 recipients to our Build PAC alone, our national PAC. Almost $250,000. Can you imagine that? The influence, the impact that's had? And that's not counting local. That's not counting hosting events and writing checks and talking to politicians. That's amazing. We talk a lot too about recruitment. One of Rachel's big things was recruitment and retention this year, right? At a national level, we gauge those by spikes. We don't talk about them as much as maybe we should, but you get a spike for recruiting somebody, and then you get a partial spike for them renewing, right? The 4 of these people have over 1,300 spike points. That's unbelievable. Their professional accomplishments, this is where it gets a little hazy because I didn't call any of them to ask, but I know from some past conversations, they account for more than 6,000 homes, apartment units, Habitat Blitz builds, and remodel projects. Once again, I don't think we'll ever have another group like these people. They truly have created much of the structure that our association operates under at a local, national, and state level. If we want to talk about the funding programs that used to go along with our insurance program, if we want to talk about all of the things that were accomplished at the national level, the way that our board is structured nationally, the way that the state reps and the NACs exist, all of that had some part to do with these 4 members. So if you would all please help me welcome up the 2020 class of the Des Moines Home Builders Association Hall of Fame. Please come up. Don Beal, Keith Butts, Tom Gracious, and LaDonna Gracious. Some of you may have noticed that the date for this changed a couple times because our snowbirds don't make very consistent plans on coming back to join us. Thank you to Charlene for helping us to figure out what their schedules actually were. We were gonna have Keelan and Rachel pull this down, but why don't, since you guys are here, just pull the tape off the side there. Take that out your way.
Not many of you that know this, when I went to Drake University, I worked for Don Marion, a part-time job. He's the one that taught me how to carpenter. And that got me interested in being a builder.
Yep, I did that.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Do you wanna get them?
Yeah,
together
can
a
you
little bit
all
more? And then
scooch a little
we'll get
together?
Keelan and Rachel on the bookends, we'll do maybe some with and some
Yeah.
without.
Okay, one without. Okay, look over here. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Let's get Kaylin and Rachel in there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. So officially, we're not done, but that's all that I'm gonna say tonight. So please eat, have some drinks, congratulate our inductees, and you're all welcome to hang around for another hour or so.